If I mention the word beach, then it probably conjures up some memories of the past for you. People have been visiting beaches for decades. But beach vacations in the 1950s were a big deal. There were no interstates to get there, so traveling by car was done on highways and city roads. There was no air conditioning in cars, and no one ever complained about it. They were really just excited to get to the beach. The early 1950s was the dawn of the television, and many motels would promote the fact that they had televisions. Those were luxuries if you could afford them, but most people spent very little time in front of the television. After all, the beach was waiting. A day at the beach could literally last all day. Families and friends would pack lunches and snacks in order to satisfy their hunger while they were there. Kids played in the sand with metal buckets and metal shovels, and they didn't have plastic ones like you see today. If you looked around, you might see people reading the paper or even a good book. What you did not see were people on the phone surfing the internet or social media. Back then, people actually enjoyed each other's company even if they didn't know each other. Oftentimes, people would make a friend or even a pen pal. Something else that wasn't seen at the beach was sunblock. People would just deal with sunburns or try to seek shade under beach hats and umbrellas. Many of the more popular beach areas had boardwalks where you could get a few souvenirs or even ride something like the Tunnel of Love or another dark ride. Those rides were always the places where teens tried to make out. Boardwalks also had some fun houses for the kids as well as some carnival-styled games. There you could win a comic book character such as Woody the Woodpecker or even a corncob pipe like Popeye had. Back then, no one even thought twice about giving a kid one of those. Another luxury that some motels might have had was a heated swimming pool. Those were just as big of a treat as the actual ocean was. Most evenings at the motel consisted of a little radio. Maybe there was a little music on, or perhaps Dad was listening to the play-by-play ring announcer for the big fight. Kids would gather around and play board games like Chutes and Ladders, or maybe even a card game like Old Maid or Go Fish. Some of the motels and restaurants had tropical big bands that would play, and especially so on the weekends. Adults would join in on the fun by dancing and enjoying a cocktail such as rum and coke that was garnished with mint and a cherry. Kids would be treated to a tasty, sparkling, syrupy drink that had cherries in them. Alcohol-free, of course. Another treat that both kids and adults enjoyed were the chocolate-covered bananas or the saltwater taffy. Watching them make it at the candy store was almost as exciting as eating it. The beach was a great place to unwind and decompress. There was always plenty of swimming, sandcastle building, beachcombing, ball throwing, and sunbathing. But before you knew it, your beach vacation was over and it was time to head home. That was always the part that no one ever wanted. Now it's just a memory of the past. As you visit the beach today, you can still smell the same salty, humid air and feel the gentle breeze coming off the ocean. Something as simple as that can take you back to when people enjoyed the beach without all the technology that clouds up the experience.
When I first saw her, a black cat crossed my trail. Bad news and high heels made me go off the rails. But one look at her, she's oh so fine. I know I've got to make her mine. She's just my kind, can't get her off my mind. She's my kind of woman, I need her so. Yeah, my kind of woman, I can't let her go. and 5 feet of dynamite will keep me dancing through the night. You know, a black cat got nothing on a lucky man. Saturday night. Saturday night. New shirt, new shoes, no room for oversight. Well, I'll be cooler than James Dean, and she'll be hotter than Marilyn. When there's electric in the air, you better be prepared. She's my kind of woman, I need her so. Yeah, my kind of woman, I can't let her go. 5 feet of dynamite will keep me dancing through the night. You know, a black cat got nothing on a lucky man. Yeah, a black cat got nothing on a lucky man.
Do you have any special memories of vacations at the beach? I would love to hear more in the comments below. Thanks for watching.